Hello, my name is Logan Kreinz. I'm currently a junior in the AIM program covering domestic utilities. Today I will be pitching Middlesex Water Company, ticker MSEX. Before I jump into my presentation, I would like to touch on my screening process. I noticed that our utility portion of the portfolio was only exposed to electric utilities, and I made it my mission to find an undervalued asset in the water utility sector. I was looking for a water utility company that had a pro-utility environment servicing a growing community. After researching multiple small-cap utilities, I determined that Middlesex Water Company best fit the script. Middlesex Water Company owns and operates regulated water utility and wastewater systems in New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania. Middlesex services include water production, treatment, and distribution. It operates through two segments: regulated, which is 91% of total revenue, and non-regulated, which is 9%. The regulated segment serves residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal water customers. The non-regulated segment engages in business activities with developers, government entities, and other customers. Middlesex was founded in 1987 and is headquartered in Iceland, New Jersey. Middlesex Water Company has been serving reliable, safe water to the residents of New Jersey, Delaware, and Pennsylvania for over 125 years. Middlesex obtains its water from three different sources that include surface supply, wells, and purchased water. The principal source of their surface water comes from the Delaware and Raritan Canal, which is owned by the state of New Jersey. Additionally, Middlesex has a contract with New Jersey Water Supply Authority, NJWSA, which provides for an average purchase of 27 million gallons per day. Their top three revenue sources come from residential, commercial, and contract sales. The firm's largest operations serves 61,000 retail customers in a 55 square mile area in eastern Middlesex County, New Jersey. This area is projected to grow at an annual rate of 1.3%, with a housing growth rate of 1.7% annually over the next 5 years. The company is preparing for this growth by investing nearly $325 million into infrastructure to service the growing demand. The firm has a plan called Water for Tomorrow that is a campaign to enhance safety, reliability, and resiliency through its New Jersey water supplies. They have a history of strong financial performance and are currently rated an A by S&P, which allows for cost-effective borrowing for the future infrastructure improvements. The company has been committed to their dividend and have raised it for 47 consecutive years. Middlesex raised the dividend by 6.3% in 2020 and currently yields 1.4%. As a result, it is recommended that Middlesex Water Company be added to the AIM Small Cap Equity Fund with a price target of $87.23, representing an upside of over 11.5%. Middlesex has three main drivers for future growth. The first is Water for Tomorrow. The firm is currently driving shareholder value through utility infrastructure investments, with investments projects totaling $300 million through 2022. These improvements include the CGO plant upgrade. This will allow them to remain compliant with increasing water regulations and allow for slower growth of operations and maintenance expenses, while increasing their depreciable asset base. Of the $300 million, they have a commitment to invest $159 million into their distribution network systems. These projects will continue to drive future revenues because they are allowed to maintain a constant 9.6% ROE, and their return continues to grow as they add more assets and maintain their capital structure. The second driver is winning with regulators. An accommodating regulatory environment allows Middlesex to recover their infrastructure investments. In 2018, Middlesex received approval to increase base water rates, which resulted in an increase of annual operating revenue by $5.5 million. The approved base water rates were designed to recover increased operating costs as well as provide a return on invested capital in a rate base case of $245 million, which is based on an authorized ROE of 9.6%. With the healthy regulatory environment, we can assume that the next rate base case will be similar to 2018. Using the ratio of invested capital to increase in operating revenue from 2018, we can project that the next rate base case will lead to an increase of annual operating revenue by nearly $7 million. The final driver is the world's greatest resource. Today, it seems as if everything is going digital. While most investors frantically search for the next big technology breakthrough or new life-changing product, one constant remains: the need for water. The average U.S. citizen uses 100 gallons of water per day, and the rate is not expected to decrease. People will always need water, no matter what they do or where they go, and it is certain that water will always be in demand. Value stocks have been favored over the last quarter, and with this trend possibly expected to continue, Middlesex will provide a steady and predictable investment. In order to reach an intrinsic value for Middlesex, a 5-year DCF model was constructed, using a terminal growth rate of 1.5 and a WACC of 5.1%. An intrinsic value of $81.62 was reached. A sensitivity analysis of plus or minus 25 basis points on terminal growth and plus or minus 50 basis points on WACC ranged from $67 to $103. Additionally, a PE multiple valuation was calculated, using a 2021 EPS of 243 and a blended average PE multiple of 36.78. An intrinsic value of $92.79 was reached. Finally, a price to tangible book value multiple valuation was conducted using a blended average price to tangible book value multiple of 5. An intrinsic value of $92 was reached. By weighing the three valuation metrics 50-25-25, a price target of 87.23 was reached, resulting in 11.5% potential upside. Middlesex pays a dividend yielding 1.4%. The peers I chose were other water utilities, and they are American States Water Company, York Water, Essential Utilities, and American Water Works. The three major risks for Middlesex Water Company are regulator relationships, because Middlesex's ability to expand its rate base and achieve rate increases depends on the relationships with regulators. The second is declined customer growth. Middlesex business, financial condition, and results of operations may be negatively affected by changes in customer growth or customer usage. Changes in the number of customers and customers' use of water would be affected by population decline. And the final one is weather conditions. Unexpected conditions may interfere with water supply sources. Drought and freezing temperatures would all contribute to lower availability of surface water. Middlesex management is led by Dennis Dole, who is the chairman, president, and CEO. He has held this position since 2004. Dennis has a lot of experience leading companies. He's been the head of 12 different companies in his career, which provides confidence for Middlesex continued success. He works alongside Robert Fulger, who recently joined the company in 2019 and holds the position of COO. The final position of the C-suite executive is Bruce O'Connor, who is the CFO, Treasurer, and Senior VP. That concludes my presentation. I thank you for taking the time to listen to my pitch today. Unfortunately, I'll be out of town for live Q&As on Friday, but I will be happy to answer any questions this week in the D2L chat. Thank you very much again for your time, and have a great night.